Vinokourov, and now that might cause a reaction because Vinokourov at the moment is only 32 seconds off the yellow jersey of Hushov, so they've got to chase now.
They have to chase Alexander Vinokourov. He is a man for all seasons and he's not scared at all of attacking from the second row. Look at them, they looked at him and said, oh well, it hurts a little bit too much to go after that, but of course the big reaction coming from Saxo Bank, that's the team of Alberto Contador.
Yes, and now they're trying to close it down. We anticipated that move because of the teammates that he put on front there to set the pace originally. It went a little bit pear-shaped once the climb started, but he's waited, and now he's launched, and he's going to have to push home any advantage on the way downhill. 2 minutes 19 at the moment from TJ Van Garderen up at the front and this group here.
Well, Saxo Bank weren't able to bridge the gap there to Alexander Vinokourov, and so obviously now it's being left up to Anthony Chateau in that green jersey of Europcar. He's ridden the first part of the Tour de France pretty much in the last 5 positions for the whole of the 700 miles that we've covered so far in the race, and now all of a sudden that we're getting into his terrain, the mountains, he's decided to go up to the front.
Well, here is Rui Costa, and he's now working as hard as he can with TJ Van Garderen. As they continue to push on, they know there will be a reaction, but they are coming up towards the summit of the climb, those two. They both will score points in the King of the Mountains competition. This rider's on a runaway now, as he just blasts by Julien Elfares there from Coppadis and continues on a mission here. He is an opportunist cyclist, but boy, this man can really power when he breaks away from the field. This is a serious move, not just to win the stage now, but to become the next leader of the Tour de France. Once he's 31 seconds ahead of Hushov, he's in yellow.
He's also filling a great form this season with a 3rd place finish in the Dauphiné. Having been the leader, he's a kilometre away from the summit. When you take the handbook of how to ride professional races, when you give it to Alexander Vinokourov, he rips it up and throws it away because he rides with feeling, he rides on guts and instinct.
Well, he's 1:55 behind the leaders, the placing of Vinokourov at the moment, so he's gone clear of the main field here. And look at that, TJ Van Garderen finished off what he started at the bottom, and that's take maximum points at the top of the Col de la Croix Saint-Robert.
Will it get himself 5 points for going over the top of that climb, the first and second category climb of the Tour de France this year, and Vinokourov, Bill, is picking these riders up one by one. He just caught and passed the 2 Coppadis riders who were in the breakaway, Romain Zingle and Julien Elfares, and he's disposed of them, and he's now just about to make contact with Ahmed Chiruka in the orange jersey and Juan Antonio Fletcher.
He's got himself in some rhythm here now, a double take there, and they looked across, and that was
yellow jersey, and he gets neither.
Yes, and as we can see back in the bunch, Richie Porte taking it up for Saxo Bank and for Contador, and this is going to be a difficult one because the bunch, I think they're really going to come back to him. As we can see, Vinokourov looking around, and it's not looking good for Vinokourov and Costa as well. It will be interesting to see how much he has left as he goes a kilometre to go.
Kilometre to go then for Rui Costa, and it's still rising, and Vinokourov looks like he is beginning to run out of energy completely. He's digging and gritting his teeth, Rui Costa, the first mountain stage of this year's Tour de France, and after a very hard week, look at the problems that it's caused amongst the peloton. TJ Van Garderen looks over his shoulder. He's caught by the rest of the peloton as Chris Anker Sorensen is riding away here. In the middle of the shot is Jurgen van den Broek. On the right hand side is Cadel Evans. On the left, here goes Philippe Gilbert. He wants to try this one. Alberto Contador in his wheel with Andy Schleck, the 2 big mountain protagonists looking at each other. It really is one of those stages that could be anybody's. Meanwhile, up ahead, Rui Costa still has a gap of 40 seconds now.
And the big favourites looking at each other. Gilbert trying to push on there. Contador on his wheel immediately, and nobody wanted taking it up for the moment. So possibly Costa.
Here he goes.
We see Contador going immediately.
Contador steps on the pedals, and Andy Schleck Looking at him again, he always likes to sit on that shoulder. Cadel Evans right behind Jurgen van den Broek. Frank Schleck. There goes Philippe Gilbert on the right-hand side. It is a finish made for him. They won't worry about that too much, will the GC contenders, although Tony Martin looks like he wants to take up the cudgel a little bit. Tony Martin riding at the front, that suits Alberto Contador. And all the rest of the GC contenders behind. Is that Damiano Cunego in there? It's Cunego. First time we've seen him at all. Once again, the kick from Alberto Contador. Testing a few legs. No problems for the two men behind. And now Cunego goes. Damiano Cunego, triple winner of the Tour of Lombardy. Again, the challenge being thrown down by him. Cadel Evans goes. The first of the really big name challenges, and Alberto Contador has to react. He has to try and get in the wheel there. Oh, he looks like he's putting in some effort as well. Andy Schleck gets onto the wheel. Here is Rui Costa at the front of the race. How far behind are the main men? Rui Costa is going to take the victory. The Portuguese rider takes a superb win. That's a great win. Here comes the second place man is Philippe Gilbert. That's going to play very well for the green jersey. Oh, that's a massive effort for Gilbert. That really hurt. And then Evans. Vinokurov is swallowed up. Once again, he gets no yellow jersey. He gets no stage win. And Vinokurov's efforts have come to nothing. The yellow jersey of Thor Hushovd coming over the line, and I think, Sean, that they might even get the same timing there in one group.
Yes, it looks very much they will get the same time, because we could see Cadel Evans there on the front end of the group, but not really any major gap between himself and back to Hushovd, although there were maybe 10 or 15 riders, so I think Hushovd could hold on.
I think Hushovd could hold on indeed. Rui Costa takes